Hello, this is a quick introduction to the Testing Treatments Interactive website. On the home page you'll find an introduction to the main content of the website, which are learning resources for thinking critically about treatment claims, organised using key concepts, the things that people need to understand to be able to assess treatment claims. You can see they're split into three broad groups, and if you want to explore a concept you can click a link directly. On the right hand side you'll see some featured content that changes regularly. So we feature a new concept every week and show usually a video example of a learning resource, and we also feature sources of reliable information about treatment claims as well. Further down the page you'll find some content for specific groups of people. This will change from time to time as we publish new articles. And at the bottom of the page is an update feed, so you can see what the most recent resources are that have been added and what's happening on Twitter. To go through each of the sections in turn, the Browse Learning Resources section takes you to the Critical Thinking and Appraisal Resource Library. There are about 201 resources in the library, and they're organised using the key concepts on the right hand side, so we can filter them down to specific concepts that we want to learn about, such as association is not necessarily causation. Once you've got into the library you can filter them further, so for example if you were looking for a cartoon about associations not necessarily causation, you can find that. If you're looking for websites that address this concept, you can do that. You can also filter it by a target audience of the resource and by language. And if you just want to find everything, click the Back to Library page and that will take you back to the full listing of 201 learning resources. So if you want to find everything we've got in Spanish, you can set that filter and it will show you everything on the system. Or if you wanted to change that and just find learning resources, let's say lesson plans that you can use under any key concept, then these are listed using that filter. You'll notice that some of the resources have a green tick, and this indicates that that resource has been formally evaluated in some way. So if you want to find out more about what we mean by all these terms, go to the About page and read the About TTI section. That tells you what the website's for, who it's for, and how we've organised it. So you can find out more information about the methods involved on that page. So there's 201 learning resources and we're adding to them all the time. One of the key resources is the book Testing Treatments, and this is the book from which this website was created. You can get an ebook as a PDF, you can read the full text in HTML, or you can listen to an audio version of the book from this section of the site. We also feature a Test Your Knowledge quiz, so if you want to find out how much you've learned about testing treatments or assessing treatment claims, you can take our quiz. And you can also search for resources using the search box. So if, let's say, we want to find out something about placebos, we can put our search terms in there and we find a mixture of resources. This includes resources from the library, from Carl, but also pages from the book Testing Treatments. So you can see that there's a lot of different resources in Testing Treatments. Our aim is to try to make them easy for people to find, and we're encouraging people to submit ideas for new resources because although we've done a systematic search for resources, we're sure there are others that we don't know about. So please feel free to comment on the resources and submit your own. We hope you find Testing Treatments Interactive useful, and please use the feedback section. Please use the feedback mechanisms. Please use the feedback button to tell us of anything that we've missed or to give us your thoughts. Or if you find a resource is particularly useful, for example, if you find a resource particularly helpful, it would be useful if you recommend it on our listing so that other readers can benefit from your experience. You can, of course, submit comments as well.